Hello and welcome back to your 7-day yoga challenge, Movement is Medicine. Today is day 5 and we have a heart-focused practice. We're going to be doing back bends and forward folds to find balance today. It will be useful to have 2 yoga blocks, so if you have to, grab them, and if not, no worries. We'll be able to do all of the poses without them, and we really won't even use them until the end. Do make sure that you're wearing something comfy and that you have a yoga mat or a rug to move on, and let's begin. We're going to start today's practice in a hero's pose at the back of your mat. If you can sit up on the shins, go ahead and sit in your hero's pose, thighs together. If it's better for you to sit cross-legged, you can also take that as an option. We're going to sit up nice and tall and place one hand on the chest, the other palm stacked right on top. Take a deep inhale to fill up the abdomen, fill up your rib cage. Keep filling up into the chest and the upper back. And then open the mouth and go ahead and sigh out that breath. Good. Another one like it. Big inhale to fill up the belly, fill up the ribs, fill up the chest and the upper back, letting the hands rise with the breath. Open up the lips and exhale. Unhinge the jaw. And then final one like it. Big inhale, fill up the belly. Extend that breath into the ribs, all the way up into the chest. And then open the mouth, open the jaw, and sigh it out. Good. Interlace your hands behind the back. We're gonna take the knuckles down towards the toes or down towards the mat. Draw the shoulder blades together and open the chest as you look up. Take another inhale, maybe you reach back a little bit further with the hands. And then as you exhale, lean forward, place the forehead on the floor, and you might lift the knuckles towards the ceiling. Knuckles lift away from the back, and if you can lift them up higher enough, knuckles towards your ceiling or the sky. Drop the weight of the head down into the support of the ground. Keep the knuckles up, keep drawing the shoulder blades together behind you so you feel some expansion across the chest and a little bit of engagement, strengthening action in the upper back. From here, we'll release the arms back down and walk the hands forward. Press the palms down and rise up into your tabletop, separating the knees hip distance apart, still at the back of your mat. The next time you inhale, arch the back and lift the chin. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone and round the spine. Keep that going. As you inhale, arch the back, lift the chin. As you exhale, round the spine. Good. Big inhale. And long exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From there, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to take the right leg straight back behind. Lift the heel and lift the left leg to meet it. Spinal balance in your table position. Look down past your right index finger. We'll take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, tap the knee and the elbow beneath you like a cat pose. Round the spine. Let's do that again. Big inhale, reach the arm and leg out. And then as you exhale, tiger crunch, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. This time, reach and hold. Bend the right knee, and we'll reach back with the left hand to grab the inside of the ankle. Starting on the inside of the ankle, we're going to kick the foot to lift the knee a little bit higher. Now swap the hand so that now thumb points up to the ceiling and your hand grabs the outside, the pinky toe edge side of your right foot. See if you can lift a little bit higher. Inhale. Release down into a cat pose as you exhale, rounding through the vertebrae. Good. Inhale to an arched back and neutral spine as you exhale. Switching sides, send the left leg straight back behind you, left toes lifted away from the floor. Right arm goes out to complete that spinal balance. Take an inhale through the nose. Now as you exhale, pull navel to spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, crunch. Inhale to reach. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to reach and hold. This time bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand. Grabbing the inside of the ankle to begin, we'll kick the foot into the hand and lift the foot higher, lift the knee higher. Now swap the grip to the outside of the foot, thumb faces up to the ceiling. Push back with the foot into the grip of your fingers. Lift a little higher on the inhale. And then release to cat pose on your exhale. Both hands and knees down as the back goes around. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, neutral spine, tuck the toes under and rise up to your downward facing dog. We're gonna walk the feet back just slightly so you're no longer stance in your down dog. From your down dog, look towards your thumbs and start to shift forward into a high plank position. With your exhale, ripple back to downward facing dog, pressing heels to earth, chest to thighs. One more time, inhale, roll forward, high plank position. And then exhale, pitch the hips up and back. Good. Now this time you're gonna bend the knees, round the back, and start to roll through to a high plank position. With or without the knees on the floor, lower all the way to the floor. When you land, take your hands off the sides of your mat, fingertips on the floor, elbows bent up towards the ceiling. We're gonna tuck the chin to the chest, roll to the top of a cobra back bend. And at the top of that back bend, lift the chest and chin. Good. Exhale, roll back down to the floor for 2 more. With your inhale, tuck the chin to the chest, roll to the top of your cobra. Chin rises at the top. And then exhale, roll all the way back down. Last time, big inhale, press, tops of feet to floor, roll to the top of cobra. And then exhale, lower it all the way back down. Nice. Now we're gonna bring the hands in, set the forearms down on the floor, elbows right underneath your shoulders, palms flat on the ground, and bend the knees. Point your toes up to the ceiling. As you press the hands and the forearms down, draw the chest not only up, but forward through your shoulders. Almost like someone has a gentle fist pressing on your upper back, and they're pushing forward and up so that you lift the chest higher and you open the chest. Good. Now as the toes point up to the ceiling, you can start to swish the knees, or the heels rather, the toes side to side. Keep that lift of the chest, almost like a windshield wiper action with your shins. You're probably building a little bit of heat in the shoulders here, so keep pressing down with the forearms, creating that strength for the opening of the chest. Good, and then release everything down to the floor. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, lift the kneecaps, and we'll rise back up to plank pose, to downward facing dog. Good, and now this time in our downward facing dog, we're going to walk the hands back to the feet so that you come to a forward bend at the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows, hang your torso heavy, and let's start to sway left and right in our ragdoll today. Letting go of any tension in the face, any tension in the neck, any tension in the upper back, drips off the crown of the head, and releases down. Come back to center. Release your hands to the floor and shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Good, just like we did seated, interlace the hands behind the back. Pull the knuckles to the ceiling. Now bend the knees, drop the knuckles to the back, and almost like they're pulling you down like an anchor, rise up against that downward action to your Tadasana pose, eventually stacking, shoulders over hips. Roll the shoulder blades back and together, lift the knuckles away from the butt. Take an inhale as you look at the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and bow forward over the legs. Maybe at the bottom of that fold, you can straighten your legs. Again, drop the knuckles to the back, bend the knees, roll up to stand. And then at the top of that, inhale, look at your ceiling or the sky, bend the knees, and then roll right back down to fold. Let's do one more. Drop the knuckles, lift up to your Tadasana pose. Look at the ceiling, and then release the hands and shake out the arms. Good. taking our half suns from the back of the mat today. We're gonna have the feet still hip distance apart. Take an inhale to sweep the arms up, look up. And then as you exhale, dive to your forward fold. Let's halfway lift on the inhale and forward fold on the exhale. Rise to stand, big breath in as you reach up and look up. Thumbs to heart center as you exhale to do it again. Big breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive to forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, big breath in. Thumbs to heart, long breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand. Inhale as you reach up, look up. Thumbs to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Listen for the change as you exhale, forward fold, plant the palms and walk forward into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, lift the hips up high. Now bend your knees, look at your thumbs, and step or pounce to the thumbs, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Thumbs to chest, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Plank pose as you exhale. Downward facing dog, lift the hips up high. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Walk your hands back towards your feet. When you're ready to inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Halfway lift. Forward fold as you exhale. Rise to stand. Big inhale. Thumbs to heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Walk to down dog as you exhale. From down dog, bend the knees, look at your thumbs, step or pounce to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Thumbs to heart, exhale. Adding on, inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway lift as you inhale. Step or jump to a chaturanga as you exhale. Feet go back, elbows bend. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Find that back bend. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Pressing the heels down firm, start to walk your hands towards your feet. When you get to the back of the mat, inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, big breath in. Thumbs to heart, long breath out. This time we're gonna walk the feet together, so heel toe, feet to touch. Bend the knees and sink down into chair pose. In your chair pose, pull the thumbs to heart center. Now before we touch elbow to thigh, twist the chest towards the right. Lengthen through the spine. And now go ahead and hook the left elbow outside of the right thigh, making sure the left knee doesn't shift forward. It's gonna wanna scoot in front of the right knee, but don't let it. Keep that left knee back in line with the right knee. Spin your sternum to your thumbs. And if you feel so compelled, you might split the wingspan. Take an inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Chair pose, breathe in. Thumbs to heart, breathe out. Twist to the left, don't touch quite yet. Right elbow hovers. Spin the sternum to the thumbs, and now plant that right elbow outside of the left thigh. Spin the center of your chest towards your thumbnails. Make sure the right knee didn't scoot forward. Now inhale, maybe open up the wingspan, breathe in deep. Thumbs to heart as you empty. Inhale, chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Nice work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. exhale, walk to downward facing dog. From down dog, bend the knees, look at your thumbs, and then step or spring to the top of the mat to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms up high. Thumbs to heart as you exhale. Good, inhale, sweep the arms up. This time, grab the left wrist, left foot goes behind the right foot, Shiva squat to the right. Come back to center, switch your grip, right foot goes behind the left foot, bend both knees, side bend to the left, back to center, interlace your hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, draw knuckles down, look up, inhale, bow forward, exhale, release the hands, halfway lift as you inhale, step or hop to chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. In your down dog, take a deep inhale. Walk the hands to the back of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Chair pose as you inhale. This time feet hip distance. Bend the knees, lift the arms up. Stay with the exhale. Sit a little bit deeper, inhale. Stay with the exhale, building on from that fire of yesterday, take one more inhale. Forward fold with your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. We're gonna rise to stand, big breath in, reach the arms up. Thumbs to heart center as you breathe out, right back up, big inhale, sweep up, look up, stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Again, we'll halfway lift on the inhale, and then walk to down dog on the exhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, and let's step or jump, top of the mat to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up, look up, thumbs to heart centered as you breathe out. The heart likes rhythm, so we're going to keep the rhythm going. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. This time we're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat with the exhale. Lower the left knee and rise to a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Going for a heart and chest opener here. Interlace the hands behind the head. Start to peel your elbows open as you look up to the sky. Long across the collarbones, the biceps, the forearms. Let the weight of the head fall into the cup of the hands. Take one more inhale as you bloom open at the throat space. Now fold over that front leg as you exhale, straightening the right leg for half split. We're going to press the fingerprints into the earth, lift the chest, inhale. Bend the elbows and bow as you exhale, stretching the belly of that right hamstring. Inhale, rise. Exhale, go deep. Last time, inhale, lift, lengthen forward. Good. And then exhale, bend and bow. Re-bend your right knee. Tuck your left toes to lift that back knee up. We're going to place the left hand in line with the left heel. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Big wingspan as you spin your navel towards that right inner thigh. Good. From here, we're going to do a big transition up to second warrior, swinging the right hand down and around, left arm up and back. Come into your warrior two. Sit deep into the right knee. Now as you inhale, parallel your feet to the long edge of the mat, reach your arms up through star, and let's move to warrior two at the back of the mat. Take an inhale. Move to your lunge, twist as you exhale. Right hand to the inside of the left foot, left hand to the sky. Deep inhale as you split the wingspan. Think of your right arm being a side plank arm, very strong in the right palm. And then exhale, lower that left hand down. Drop the back knee. Inhale to low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Both biceps come up. Interlace your hands behind your head. This time switch the grip so you take the awkward interlace of the hands. Peel the elbows open as you look up. Breathe in deep. Good. Stay with the exhale, sinking both hips forward together. Drink in the breath through the nose. Peel the elbows apart. Half split as you exhale. Hands come down to frame the left foot. 3 lifts and lowers. So as you inhale, straighten the elbows, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, bow deep. Inhale, lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Good. Re-bend that left knee. This time as you tuck the right toes and you lift that right knee up, we're going to place the palms down and go to 3-legged dog. Left leg rises. Take an inhale. Now you're welcome to keep it lifted as you shift forward. We will all move into chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Deep back bend. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Other side. Big inhale to lift the right leg. And as you exhale, step the right foot between the palms. Keeping the left knee lifted this time, come up onto your fingertips. Push down with the feet. Engage the core. And sweep the arms forward and up to stack right over the hips. Deep inhale as you lift the chest a little higher. This time, open wingspan to your right. You're going to turn that right arm to the back of your room, left arm to the front. Drop the right hand to the left thigh. Slide the left hand higher for exalted warrior. Inhale. Cartwheel it open to warrior 2 with your exhale. Good. This time in your warrior 2, we're going to place the right hand on the upper back, left hand on the elbow. Start to slide the left hand deeper between the shoulder blades. Good. And then release that left hand. If you can reach back behind you and clasp the fingers, you're going to take your full archer arms. Otherwise, left hand stays on that right elbow. As you inhale, tip up and back, reverse warrior. And we'll stay with the exhale. Again, big inhale. Stay with the exhale. One last inhale. Warrior 2 with the exhale. From your warrior 2, straighten out the right leg. Start to reach the right arm forward and then down inside of that right thigh or ankle or calf. Left hand rises for triangle pose. Long through both legs, long through the spine, long through the arms and neck. Take an inhale as you look up to your left fingers. Good. And then re-bend the right knee and rise. Straighten out the right leg. Quarter turn the right foot. Quarter turn the left foot. And then bend into the left knee. Pivot around. Crescent lunge to the front. Right arm swings up and forward. Good. Take an inhale. Set the hands down as you exhale. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back, so hips are square to what is the front of your mat. We'll rise back up, high crescent lunge. Biceps frame the ears. Turning to your left, split the wingspan. If you can look back at the left hand, see the left thumb, find it. Bring the left hand to the right thigh, right hand to the sky for your exalted warrior. Big breath in. Sit deep into that left lunge. And then we cartwheel up and open to warrior 2. From your warrior 2, left hand to the left, to the upper back, right hand to the left elbow. Start to slide the left hand deeper between the shoulder blades. If you can find the bind behind the upper back, you'll switch so that the right thumb points to the floor. Take it all the way around and hook the fingers between the shoulder blades. Next time you inhale, reversed archer arms. Sit deeper into the left knee as you exhale. Inhale. Stay with the exhale. Another inhale. And release warrior 2 with the exhale. Straighten the left leg. Start to reach the left arm forward, forward and down inside of that left calf, ankle, shin, right arm reaches high. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. 2 more rounds of breath here, maybe looking up at that right thumb. Good. Rebend the left knee. Rise all the way forward to a high crescent lunge. And as you exhale, plant both palms down. Swing the left leg back. Take an inhale. And then your choice to keep it lifted as you shift forward for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or the mouth. Inhale to bend the knees. This time take them all the way to the outside edges of the mat. Big toes together. We're going to sit back on the heels. Drop the forehead to the floor. Crawl the elbows a little bit closer in towards the forehead. And then bend the elbows, placing the palms together. You're going to drop the thumbs to the nape of the neck, finding a stretch in your triceps, which you can enhance by walking the elbows forward. So if you want to crawl the elbows forward towards the top edge of your mat, you'll find more length, more stretch in the triceps as you drop the thumbs. Good. Deep inhale. Stay with the exhale. Couple more breaths here. And now releasing your hands to the ground, we're going to place the palms flat and rise up through tabletop, all the way down to the belly. Go ahead and roll your way down. Taking a very familiar grip that we've been using throughout class in different postures, we'll tap the chin to the mat, interlace the hands behind the sacrum, and then lift the knuckles away from the sacrum. Lift the thumbs off the butt. Push the tops of your feet into the floor, roll the shoulders back, and start to draw the knuckles towards the heels as you lift the chest for locust pose. In your locust pose, we're looking down and out so that you have a long back of neck. Take an inhale. Good. Stay with the exhale. Do it again. Big inhale. Long, easy exhale. Last time. Big inhale. Maybe lift a little higher. You've got it. And then exhale. Release all the way to the floor. Take either cheek to the ground and bend the knees. Windshield wiper the legs. Side to side. Nice. We're going to build on that. So from there, you're going to bring the feet back down. Good. Interlace the hands behind the back. You might switch which pinky you've put on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. This time, do bend the knees. And start to reach your knuckles to your heels. Maybe you can tap knuckles and heels, and you'll hold, feeling the hamstrings fire. If you can grab the ankles, you'll grab the ankles. We're gonna do a rocking bow for today's practice. So as you start to kick the feet into the hands, lift the thighs off the floor, lift the chest higher, and start to find a little bit of rock with the breath. You might have to relax the tension of the feet and then reactivate the tension of feet to hands. Finding a rocking bow, we'll keep that going. Try to squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. It is very natural here to feel pressure on the abdominals of the organs inside. So finding that rock, a couple more rounds for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow release. It's gonna feel spring-loaded, so make sure you release with gentle care. You're gonna release the head back down, flip the opposite cheek to the earth. If that bent knee windshield wiper felt nice, you can do that variation again. Good. And then one more time, we're going to come back to that bow for a second variation, another variation. Chin to the mat. Interlace the hands. Start to draw the knuckles towards the heels. Maybe you stay here, tapping knuckles to heels. The whole time you can stay here working that strength of the glutes, the backside of the body. If you can grab the feet, you're gonna grab the feet. Now this is a funky variation, but it is a true variation. You're gonna kick the feet into the hands, start to roll over to your right shoulder, right hip. Keep kicking the feet into the hands as you take your fallen bow. You might even toss the head back towards the feet. Take a deep inhale. Find center bow. Once again, if you're practicing with friends, laugh it off. And then once you get back to your center bow, re-lift, roll to your left. Kick the feet back behind you. You might toss the head back. Head towards the feet. Good. Find that stretch in the front line of the body. One more inhale. Onto the belly as you exhale. Lift to the height of your bow. Breathe in. And release everything down as you breathe out. Nice work, you guys. Place the hands under the shoulders. Press up and back to a legs together child's pose or traditional balasana. So thighs are touching, hips are on the heels. We'll slide the hands back so that the back of the hands can rest on the floor by your feet. Couple of rounds of breath here. Now this one can be really intense. And if you feel kind of suffocated in this one, you can separate the knees. The reason I offer this one, especially after back bends, is it gives you a deeper stretch of the low back. So after finding strength in that area, now we're finding length in that low back region. From there, we're going to slide the hands forward, palms down. Pressing hands to the earth, rise up through tabletop to downward facing dog. From your down dog, bend the knees, look at your thumbs, and then step or spring. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Option for crow as you exhale. If you're not taking crow, I encourage you to find a squat, malasana squat or crow pose for 5. Breathe steady for 4, 3, 2, 1, land the feet, forward fold, bend the knees, round the spine and roll up to stand, vertebrae, 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 to your Tadasana pose. When you get up to Tadasana pose, shift the weight into the left foot, bring the right knee into the chest, and then you're going to keep that right foot off the floor, but bring the knees together. Inner arch of that right foot, we're going to grab with the right hand so the thumb points towards the sole of the foot. Bring the left hand up and then kick the foot into the hand like we did on the floor a moment ago, floor bow. This time dancer pose, we kick that foot into the hand. Start to tip the chest forward. Good. From here you're going to bend both knees slightly. Bring that right foot through and tap knee to chin. You can use the help of the left hand. We're gonna go back to our dancer. Right hand grabs the inner arch of the right foot. Kick the foot into the hand. It's easier said than done. Find your dancer. And now back to that can opener. Bringing right leg through, chin taps the knee. Last time, coming into your dancer pose, expand the front side of the body. And now pull it in and expand the back side of the body. We're gonna set the foot down, so move down with the foot, forward fold over the legs, and then halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. So what we're doing there is we're opening up the front side in our dancer, contracting back muscles, and then we're opening up the back side and contracting the front muscles in our can opener. Moving on to the other side, go ahead and bring that left knee into the chest. Keeping the left foot off the floor, we're gonna take left knee next to right knee. Left hand grabs inside of that left foot as the right hand rises. Start to kick the foot into the hand, pitching the chest forward for your dancer. Find the dancer to begin, so this first dancer will hold for longer. Take an inhale. Stay with the exhale. Inhale, expand front side of the body. Exhale, expand back side of the body. We see the same thing happen in our cat-cow. As you inhale, dancer. As you exhale, can opener. As you inhale, last dancer. And as you exhale, find your can opener. We're gonna carry that left foot down, so slowly start to set it onto the earth. Hang the torso over the legs. Deep inhale through the nose, and I'm gonna have you flutter the lips on your exhale. Do it again, big inhale. We're releasing jaw tension when we do that, so take a deep breath in through the nose. You got it. Flutter lips, exhale. One more time, releasing tension in the lips, the jaw, even the gums, tongue, and ears. Inhale. Walk your feet out wide. Bend the knees, come down into your Malasana squat. My favorite transition as of late. We're gonna take the peace fingers around the big toes and we're gonna do our trust fall back, happy baby. When you get into your happy baby, and if that transition doesn't work for you, take a different one back to happy baby. But when you get to happy baby, pull down on the feet. If you would rather grab outsides of the feet, you can switch the grip. If you would rather grab outside of the ankles, calves, or back of the thighs to pull the feet down, you can. Good, we're gonna finish off with a wheel pose and another forward bend. So go ahead and place the soles of the feet on the floor. Option for bridge, but also option for wheel. So we're gonna start with bridge pose with the arms down by the sides, snuggling the shoulder blades together underneath the body. Press the hands and feet down and lift the hips. Now make sure feet are hip distance apart, parallel to each other. Think of your Tadasana feet rather than your ballet 2 feet. So in your Tadasana stance, with the feet, push them down, lift the hips up. Place your hands by your shoulders and flip your fingers to face your shoulders. You can rise to the crown of the head or straight up, wheel pose. Now if you can manage a deeper wheel, you're gonna start to straighten the legs. And over time, maybe even walk the legs together. Feet together, legs together. We're here for 5, so breathe deep through the nose. And slowly lower out of your back bend. We're gonna move forward on the mat just slightly so that we can enter into a plow pose. When you're ready for it, you'll send both feet up to the ceiling. Start to lift the hips off the ground. Let's aim to get the toes down behind the head, down on the ground behind the head. Once they land or once they hover at their stopping point, you can either place the hands on the low back or drape the arms down like a T, or down like they would be by the sides. Now this is our plow pose. It's a very deep forward bend and it gives you a great stretch for the back line of the body, but if it feels too much on the neck, come into a seated forward fold instead. If it feels like a deep, even stretch through the back, stay. As long as it's not painful, stay. And if you need more, you're gonna bend the knees, aim to get the shins and the knees down on the floor, knees by the shoulders and ears. If you're taking that bent knee variation, you can also reach the arms around, grab opposite elbows, and rest the arms. Good. A couple more breaths in your version of your plow. And then you'll start to roll the upper back to the floor. And the mid back to the floor. Ironing out the spine, lower the low back, and eventually the heels. This is where your blocks will come in handy. If you are going to use blocks, go ahead and grab them. And if you're not going to use blocks, no worries. You're going to stay as you are. Keep laying down. If you are using blocks, you're going to set them up for a deeper assisted heart opener. So you're gonna take one where your head will be, like a pillow, and you're gonna take one where the shoulders will be. I like both of them to lay long ways on my mat, but if you wanna do one vertical and one horizontal, you're welcome to. I like them both horizontal. So do what you want. You could also use a pillow under the chest instead of a block for this, and no block for the head. I like to use the block for the head in the beginning and then transition out of it. So once you find the position for your blocks that you like, you'll drape the arms out to the sides. Let the chest melt over the block, like your shoulders are soaking into the earth and the chest is doming open as it releases, as the upper back releases over the block. If you get to a point where you decide you don't want the block under the head, you can remove it for a deeper back bend. Once you find the yummiest spot for your block under the upper back, go ahead and settle in here. And if you're not using a block, you're still gonna feel that same sense of resting the upper back into, in that case, the floor, letting the chest melt open. And we're gonna end with heart breath for today. So the next time you inhale, just like we do with our diaphragmatic breathing, inhale to fill the abdomen, fill the rib cage, fill the chest. But when we exhale, you're gonna keep the ribs big and exhale to let the abdomen shrink with the breath. Again, inhale, fill the abdomen, fill the ribs, fill the chest bigger than it was before. Keep the chest big and exhale as the navel draws in and back. Again, big inhale, fill up the abdomen, fill up the ribs. Keep filling up into the chest, the upper back, maybe this time that area underneath the armpits, expansive. And exhale, keeping the chest, the ribs big, shrink the abdomen back. Do a couple more rounds just like that on your own, filling up rib cage, chest, keeping rib cage, chest big as the belly inhales and exhales, as the belly ascends and descends. Do not underestimate the healing power of the breath here, knowing that as you lie and let the body rest and you exercise the breathing, you're really allowing your body to return to a homeostasis. And when our body is in balance, when we are feeling that sense of homeostasis, our body can heal itself. So lying here, giving your body its best conditions to be able to do the work for its best balance, its best health and well-being. Continue to breathe. And at this point, you can let go of the breathing exercise, but continue to breathe deep through the nose. And if you like the blocks, you can keep them. And if you'd rather have a traditional Shavasana for your time of rest, you can remove the blocks gently, set them off to the side, and rest the limbs heavy on the floor. A couple of moments here to let all of the benefits of your practice really settle in, allowing all the strengthening, the stretching, the opening, the balancing to become part of your new normal. So that this time on your mat is not only an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes that you spend with yourself each day, but is really a practice that when you step off of your yoga mat continues to help you find balance and strength from within, to help you find that ease and flexibility throughout life. And if you have the time to stay, go ahead and remain here. But if it's time for you to get up and start moving, re-energize the fingers, the toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Rock the head from side to side. And then inhale to reach your arms overhead. Exhale to roll into a fetal position on either side. And then come all the way up to a seated position. Taking a moment to sit upright. Good, we'll take the hands together at the heart center, thumb knuckles right into the chest. Take an inhale to lift the chest up higher. And then exhale to bow the chin towards the chest. And for today, let's place the palms now over the heart space, palm on top of palm, right over the sternum. Take a moment here to say something kind to yourself. It could be a thank you for showing up. It could be anything that you really admire and cherish about your person. And moving forward with the rest of your day with that energy of appreciation for yourself, gratitude for your own ability to show up. It was an honor to guide you through today's practice, heart, and I truly enjoy bringing you this 7-day journey, and tomorrow is day 6, so I hope to see you again for tomorrow's practice. Namaste.